The following may contain language which will be offensive to some people and inappropriate for children. Still here? Then pour your favorite beverage and let's get this fucking show started.
Fantastic Forum, assemble! You're watching Fantastic Forum, the premier show about comic books and your live weekly conversation about entertainment and geek culture. We are the Fantastic Forum, coming to you live and direct from the Hall of F. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, as the case may be, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not, you should stick with us. We'll help you take it up a notch. You have the usual suspects in the building. First, he is our riddle inside of an enigma trapped in Chinese finger cuffs. You don't know him. You love him anyway. He's our silent assassin, Jay.
Hey, what's up?
All right. Next, he's our intrepid senior reporter. He's next in line for the cowl. He's our resident Dark Knight detective. It's Oz.
And finally, I can go back to drinking the nectar of the gods instead of that coffee crap.
Piss?
Yes.
God piss?
It's definitely urine.
God piss? I was trying to make him spit up again like I did a couple weeks ago.
Next, he's the backbone, the pillar, the strength of Fantastic Forum, our nigh invulnerable brawler and resident strongman, Moses Magnum.
Hey, what's up?
And as for myself, my name is Lawrence Young. They call me Mary Young. Welcome to Fantastic Forum. We got a great show for you today. We are actually going to be giving you a review of Aquaman Andromeda. And we're also going to be talking to you about all of the goings-ons in the comic book industry. So, you know, a lot of things that have been going on. We didn't necessarily have the time to cover because we were talking about other things. But, you know, today's the day. And we would love for you to get in on that with us. We'll tell you how to do that in just a moment. But first, we want to make sure that we thank Mr. Scott Rubin, because without him, this show would not exist. So thank you, Scott Rubin. Hope you're doing well. And with that said, let's tell you how it is you can get in on the action.
Want to get in on the action? Call Fantastic Forum on Skype and join the fun. Too shy to call in? That's okay. You can join the Discord chat room available at
FantasticForum.live.
Join the party. You know you want to.
Indeed. So
Technically, you can't join that yet because
why not?
I didn't update the link.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Should I do it real quick?
No, you talk. One of us will do it.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. Now, look, hopefully, I mean, if you're watching us on YouTube, you know, you can type directly into the chat there. If you're watching us on Twitch, you can type directly into the chat there. And I'm sure that one of these good people are going to head to our link tree so you can call in if you want to jump in on the show and talk to us about Aquaman Andromeda or anything else that's going on throughout geekdom. Because, you know, it's kind of open today. So that's going to be cool. Like, it's been a long time since we had a show like that. So it'll be interesting to see what exactly we end up on. So, cool. You all feeling good about it? You all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, shoot. I guess should we just jump into our first review?
Woo! Comic book
review.
Comic book like review. Well, not like that, but like.
Aquaman Andromeda. Jay, do you want to tell us about? You're the one that brought this to the group, right?
Yeah, but I was thinking about Mo when I did it, so.
Yeah, as we all do.
As we all.
All right. Well, listen.
I'm so mad I didn't read it.
Oh, dude, did you not really?
Here's the thing. It's graduation week, so for work, I forgot what graduation week is because of COVID.
Yeah, of course. No, I get it.
Totally off guard. What I did
to mention that
I did buy a copy and I did read about half of it, and then I looked at all the beautiful pictures.
That's fair. That's fair.
I have a sense of what the story is. I just have no sense of why Black Manta is so cool.
That is absolutely fair. No, absolute, and yeah, no, I get it. Also, too, is like I know that it was a thing where we kind of didn't pin everything down as early as we usually do either. So that's like a 1-2 punch right there.
I love Aquaman's fucking design here, man. Like,
definitely like wait. Let's tell the people what the book is first, and then we'll get to that because that's all part of it. So, no, absolute. So, well, Jay, if you don't feel comfortable doing it, I don't know. Oz, how you read the book?
Some of it.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Well, look,
you know what? I got it.
Aquaman Andromeda is a out of continuity story by DC Black Label. DC Black Label is, the new Vertigo, where you tell these more edgy, more adult, less censored stories. Not completely uncensored, but less censored. And this story involves a ship at the deepest point away from any habitable point on Earth, called Point Nemo. And from there, I don't know how Aquaman goes there or why he goes there, because this book does spend a little bit of time just giving you the nuances of this type of Aquaman story. He goes talk to an old lady, which kind of sets him off on this journey, but not, not like a more mainstream comic would. Yeah, at least that's the sense I got. And then he fights this big, beautifully colored octopus.
There it is. Hey, good job, Mo. good job. There it is.
And that's
so right. No, I mean,
I did want to tell you that the Black Label books are usually a little longer too. They'll give you like a whole trade paperbacks or a whole full arc, where regular monthly comics give it to you in about 6 issues, 5 issues. They'll give it to you in about 3. So they're a little more dense, and they take their time with the dialogue more. They don't have that. Think of it like a CW show or a Fox, a network TV show for superheroes, and like an HBO show. They have different beats, they have different pacing, and because of that, the stories are a little different.
Right.
And you get more pages, more minutes, more. You get more content, I guess. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This one clocks in at about 47 pages.
Yeah.
Wow, is it that many?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
By the time I got to half, I felt like I hadn't read too much, but not like in the sense like, oh, there's nothing happening. There's a lot happening. You're getting a lot of, they're giving you a story of this Aquaman that you've never seen. So they kind of have to give you what this world is kind of gonna be like, and it takes scenes almost like the perfect example is that movie Dune, the new one. It's a long movie, but it's giving you a bunch of world building stuff in little pieces, and I feel this book kind of does that too.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely like as soon as you start, it feels like it's set apart, and it's like obviously that's generally the case of Black Label, but not always, But I feel like even if it didn't have Black Label on it, you would be able to tell like something's going on here that's a little bit different. And that would be before you even get to the Aquaman reveal, because once that happens, then you're like, okay, wait, what? Like Mo, what was your first thought when you're seeing that design?
So, I don't know if you can pull up our little thumbnail for YouTube, but the thumbnail that we put as a placeholder, I just saw him. I'm like Googling the images to kind of make that thumbnail, and I just keep seeing these like this coral armor, but it looks like it's almost growing out of him too. So it kind of gave me those like Pirates of the Caribbean 3 vibes, and 2 for that matter. And I love that. So it's like, man, he got bitten by a radioactive conch.
That's what happens sometimes, what I'm saying?
So for me, I just love that look. I love that kind of, HR Gigery techno-organic but when you do it with like ocean life and stuff, I really, really like it. And then
Yeah.
it wouldn't be techno organic; it'd be like hybridization, and that's kind of what it looks like. I didn't read enough to know if he actually has like muscles on his muscles, you know. Sorry, I drilled a little bit because I love seafood. Yeah, but, but you know, your barnacles on his like, I don't know what other body parts with a B, but either way,
Uh-oh.
uh, you know, it just looks striking to me, and it's like, man, why didn't Aquaman always look like this? Yeah,
Yeah, no, it is a very cool design, and you know, it oh, say it again. Right,
yeah,
right. No,
that's the picture I saw.
yeah,
And
it's a very cool design.
the font I liked a lot too. It's very like
Mm.
Kubricky, 60s sci-fi psychedelic type.
Yeah. Oz, what do you think of it, man? What were your thoughts, if any?
I wasn't really feeling this book.
Okay.
It's just too much. It's trying to be more than it is. Like it does a thing that gets on my nerves. Like to me, the narrative squares are to kind of get into what the character's thinking. This writer uses them to like try to get philosophical for 2 pages. You know, like Aquaman asks this old lady, "Hey, you know, something feels weird in the water. Are you getting anything? I remember when you were a youth, you come here every." I'm like, what the hell? And this goes on for like a page.
I love that.
I'm there like, my mama would have slapped me because I would have walked away from this old lady like 10 pages ago.
I was like, when you touch the water, does it feel funny or not? That's all I asked you. What are you talking about?
And it's not just her. Then at one point, there's like a lady scientist in the submarine, and like it's under attack or something, and her narrative bubble comes up or square comes up, and the ocean breathes like the lungs of the. I'm like, shut up! You're in danger.
I mean, Oz, it's a story,
it's annoying.
But it's thematic.
No, see, he hates it too.
Yeah, the puppy's like, that's some bull. Puppy's like, I'm calling you on your BS, Mary Young. Like, okay, puppy.
I'm reading an Aquaman comic, not like philosophical novel.
But that's the thing. It's like that's what Black Label is for, so you can, you know. Now, granted, you didn't go in and pick this out. It's like, I want a regular ass Aquaman story, and really, you never really go to a store saying, I want to read this new Aquaman book. You know, so the fact that
I used to.
Yeah, well, look, about 3 of those new 52 books, you know, but
yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, and I know I was an oddity. I think I was the only one that liked that version of Aquaman. We're like, this is cool.
So it's like
trash.
This is like, okay, you know, everything about Aquaman aside, you know, they had to really edge up Aquaman, a character that has been edged up, but they had to really edge him up to make the movies like halfway interesting, you know.
Well,
and
see, I disagree with that too, but what do I know?
Well, you don't think they edged them when Momoa is not an edged
up?
Oh,
no, they definitely edged him up, but it's like I don't think they had to do that to make the movies interesting.
No, they felt they had to because of the response that Aquaman gets regularly. You know,
well, yeah, but I mean, or you know, it's just Warner Brothers, like they edged up Superman,
right? But it's. I think with Aquaman, you could have had an amazing Superman movie, but Aquaman, they would have still had to. We got to do something to this, you know. I don't think you know would have the same response that the comics get if they just did a standard Aquaman movie.
You could be right.
Whatever. In Black Label, they're like, okay, we've seen these different versions. Let's try to do just something weird with it.
Yeah. Whatever progress Aquaman has made in the last few years went straight down the toilet when The Boys came out.
I mean, but I see. I don't agree with that either because it's like I get it. Like The Boys make it seem like this whole motif is trash. There's no good reason for it. But the boys literally do that for every superhero motif.
Yeah, but Aquaman is the only Aquaman and I guess Submariner, but I've never had respect for Submariner either. I look
that's
at
because you're an idiot.
I look at the
It's because he doesn't speak Latin.
I look, Submariner is an Atlantean that lives under the ocean, but has wings on his feet. What the fuck?
Yeah,
like they should be like
he's a
fins.
mutant.
So yeah, I look at those two characters now, and I just see deep.
See, that's terrible. Like, I don't like. I can't like. That's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. Like, I understand it's supposed to be that, but man, like like the deep, it is a joke of a human being. Like, really,
that's how Aquaman has been treated for years.
Yeah, but there's a version. There's a version.
Yeah,
I will say that
nobody knows those versions though.
That's
there's a couple. Like the animated, I think was it Justice League Unlimited, whichever one where he lost his hand. Like that one, no one knows about that though.
That happened in the comic.
It did happen in the comic too. Yeah, it happened in the comic first, right?
Yeah.
But what I'll say is that was the first edgy of Aquaman that where people are like, oh, see, Momoa can play it. Look, that's what they showed them at Warner Brothers. Do this version, but we won't cut his hand off because Momoa won't want to do that. But either way, it's more like I feel like the big thing with this is that, or the takeaway that I think that you maybe didn't have coming into it, and you definitely would have thought differently of if you had known before you started reading, is that this is a cosmic horror story with Aquaman in it. And that's another part of like why you get the tone and the kind of philosophical kind of thing happening with it too, because that's like a hallmark of those kinds of stories. So it's like when you squish Aquaman and cosmic horror together, this is what Ram V and Christian Ward believe that you get. And you know, I mean, I don't think that they're wrong. Look, personally,
there's definitely a good story there. It's there. I see it. It's like it's like when I went to see the Batman. It's a good movie. Could trim off a few minutes. Could trim off a few people.
Yeah,
that's it. And it's just something that personally annoys me. But I'm not gonna say, oh, this story is horrible because that old lady just droned on for page after page after page. And when she said that she'll be dead next year, I was like, well, it's not soon enough.
It's like I wish it was next year right now.
Age, you better be dead. There's a story there. There's a good story there. Like you said, it's cosmic horror. It's there, and I don't want to downplay the story too much just because it does little things that bug me that some people love. You know, I'm sure like Mary Young, maybe probably Jay, and obviously Mo, you guys love it when it gets a little bit into that philosophical area. It's just
why you gotta say obviously Mo? Like the fuck's that about?
Because you just said you liked it. You just said I love that old lady. I wish she could talk to me every night and tell me bedtime stories until she dies.
I thought you were making a prejudicial judgment.
No, it's a post-judicial.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like if you don't delve into the psychology of the people before you start, then you don't know that they're actually going crazy later in the story. You know, you have to kind of set like you need to get insight on their psyche. That way, when they start unraveling, you're like, oh yeah, I remember when they used to be sane, kind of, or you know, the old lady at the campfire. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. She might be gone already. That might have been what's wrong with the water. That's why she talked to you like that. She met that thing earlier.
You don't see her at all after that.
You out here talking mess about a person with a disability now.
As soon as Aquaman walks away, she starts like turning. Little particles start popping out. And...
Yeah. How'd you all feel about the art here? How about you, Mo? What did you think of the art?
Uh,
I mean, you kind of mentioned it earlier, but yeah,
yeah,
continue.
the
Expound.
colors were real great. I really like the color scheme. Some of the figures for people were like a little rushed when it got to the faces, and they're a little further out. But for the
Mhm.
most part, they were all good and functional. And the big pictures like were really good. I really enjoyed those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. And this is the same artist from Bloodstained Teeth, right?
Is it?
Is it?
Is it not?
I don't know who the team
I
is.
could check.
I didn't have time to.
Oh, the team is Ram V and oh, you know what? No, it's not. Christian Ward is the writer of Bloodstained Teeth.
Yeah.
So, but he's the artist here.
Okay.
Oh.
Unless it's a different Christian Ward. Is that a different Christian Ward?
Nah, I think it would be Christian P Ward or something.
And like, look, that's wild. That I mean, I know that you always have people that can do both, but
Yeah. Be
he
careful
like
before you sound ableist.
I'm gonna sound ableist because of like I'm handicapping writers that can't draw.
You're dictating, who can and can't.
Well, no,
Or
I
you
mean,
might be. I stopped you before you could.
yeah, no. What I was gonna say is, usually when people do both, they have one that's more obviously their strength. Where you're like, yeah, you can draw, but writing is really your thing, or yeah, you can write, but really drawing is where you shine. But I'm sitting here like, I feel like if this Christian Ward is the same Ward on both ends, like I was sitting here thinking like, and I thought the style was definitely different, but I was like, man, like he's super talented that he was able to do both of those styles, but it turns out no, he actually wrote that story. And I mean, you remember we liked that joint.
Yeah.
And now he's over here doing the art over here, and I'm like, oh man, like this art's great. And I'm like, man, like this fool is a double threat here. So, look, I wonder if he can edit too. Triple threat. Because yeah, I'm assuming he did the colors for this book too. Like, because I don't know that I might be wrong about that too. Like I don't know why I don't usually make this many assumptions. I usually research and know things, but it's been a day, so forgive me, good people. it's been a day. Like I'm like my camera doesn't even feel straight. I'm like, oh jeez. Like, but yeah.
Since it doesn't say who did colors, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like
did.
Ram V wrote it, and Christian Ward did the art. That's what I saw at least, and so I'm just like, okay.
And
like,
Aditya Bidikar did the letters.
Okay, there. Thank you for that, Jay. So, yeah, like it's good stuff because I'm like, yeah, like I'm really impressed by the level of talent, and I feel like I feel as though this is somebody that's definitely been flying way under my radar that should not be. Like I'm not getting like I don't know where I've been sleeping, but yeah, but I've been sleeping on this dude.
I've been sleeping on Ram V.
Really? I feel
like
uh-huh.
You feel like what? Do a prejudicial judgment on me.
Like, I feel like you can write, but you can't draw. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. What were you gonna say?
No. It's just like I never. He was writing some of the Swamp Thing stuff, and I'm like, I see those covers, but then I saw some of his more independent work, and those covers look great. For example, let's see, what's this one called? These Savage Shores. Oh, but that's a novel. I'm not reading that. Never mind.
But Ram V writes though, right?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
fine. You can write. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I'm not. If there are no comic pages in it, I'm not reading it. But I guess I read his Venom with Al Ewing.
That's the yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one. I think that's the one we reviewed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
so I read
I
it.
didn't. Yeah. So, oh look, I was literally getting ready to go to Joe, but it's okay. He'll be
That's why
back.
he left.
I was like, so Joe.
I want to ask
Oh
him
man,
why he thought of me when he was reading this.
because of the cosmic horror.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, look. You know, like we know how much that you love that stuff.
Yeah, if it's got tentacles, it's got Mo all over it. Cosmic horror
He
and
says
hentai.
nipples. What'd you say?
A big pair of tentacles.
Oh, right. Well, listen, that's where Jay and Mo merge right there. That's like that's where their powers combine.
At the tentacles? We're bonded
Yep.
at the tentacles?
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, you're
Like, don't get me wrong, for completely different reasons, but
yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. So, I mean, I can totally see and understand how this book wouldn't be for everybody, and I could totally see people that are like, which
I'm an Aquaman fan.
I didn't even have to say anything. Like I was, but that's what it is. It's like there are Aquaman fans out there. Like I've met one or two.
I've been reading comics since I was 5 years old. I've never met one. The closest that came to that was my friend Lloyd, that you guys know.
Yeah,
he jumped on when the Hook thing happened, like when it was about to happen. That leading up to that, he got on. He's like, man, I think it was Mark Waid writing it. So, that Mark Waid is like, who's not going to jump on the book, and but it might not have been Mark Waid though. I'm just,
it may not have been.
Yeah, but he was really like, oh yeah, this is cool. But then I go back to now all the time, like, you were on that Aquaman kick for a while, and he's like, yeah, it wasn't that good.
See, I will say that still, like, I will stand by those New 52 Aquaman comics because I feel like it took the part, like it didn't ignore what people thought about Aquaman, and I thought that was an interesting take. Like it tried to do what Dan Slott did with Spider-Man, and like kind of spin the negatives into positives, so that like all the things that you thought were uncool about Spider-Man, he retooled and made it work. I feel like that was kind of what they did with Aquaman in the New 52 era initially. And don't get me wrong, it was like it worked for me. I don't know that it didn't work for most people. Like, I don't think, because I think most people were like, nah, we're not buying it. But I feel like that's more biased because the stories were good.
For like a couple arcs, it works. But the staying power, Aquaman just doesn't have that staying power of coolness. Yeah.
That's so wild, because it's just like, dude, Aquaman is strong as hell. It's like, and that's the other thing. It's like, it's not like Aquaman works in other mediums. Like those like the DC cartoons, the DC animated universe, Aquaman is fine. Aquaman works. Aquaman's awesome in Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like he's opposite Batman. Like, he's always on the team, or they'll do a centered story. But even like the early run of Young Justice, and it's like Aqualad. Like, Aqualad's way more interesting than anything Aquaman's done.
Well, I'll give you that. I think that's true, but I feel like also Aqualad has a lot less baggage. Like, there's a lot you have to put on the Aquaman shoulders that just come with the territory. Aqualad gets to be more interesting because you don't have to put like the kingdom on his shoulders. He doesn't have to be with Mera. He doesn't have, like, there's a lot, like, he doesn't have to, be like half half Atlantean and half human. You know, it's like this fool, so he doesn't have to go up on the land. You know, he can be he can be the superhero if you want him to be, but realistically, it's like, and I feel like that was the part that young Justice turned that fool evil for a whole season. You know, it's like that of course that's an interesting and cool ass story, but you can't really tell that story with Aquaman, or if you do, it just no. So I don't know, but that's just my 2 cents on it. Like, look, I'm sure somebody will come along one of these days and start writing some real good Aquaman stories again. Which, who knows? It might be today, right? With this joint, where by the time we get to, because this is only 3 issues, right?
Yeah.
So by the time we get to the 3rd book, we're like, I think we have our definitive Aquaman, and next thing you know, because DC is DC, right after Dark Crisis, that Aquaman might just be there.
What if Jason Momoa looks like a dude out of Pirates of the Caribbean?
Right, exactly.
That would look
exactly.
tight.
This fool has the barnacle disease.
Already in. Yeah.
Wasn't Aquaman 2 supposed to be more horror centric?
Which was what was?
Aquaman 2?
Aquaman 2?
Yeah, it's supposed to be more horror.
That was before. Like, that was kind of like a thought, but I'm pretty sure they abandoned that a while ago.
I think the Aquaman loses his hand was Peter David.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was one of those really good writers.
That makes more sense. That definitely feels like Peter David. Like, I'm sure somewhere Mark Waid was like, "Why would you say that I did that?"
No, well, the reason I corrected myself is because we saw Mark Waid at a panel and somebody asked him, like, "You think you can do any book good?" You know, and he's like, and then the guy asking the question said, like, "Yeah, can like you do like Aquaman good?" And he was like, "Well, yeah, it's easy. Everybody likes going to SeaWorld." And I remember it being Larry and Joe. I think Oz was there too. And it was like, we're like, what the fuck did he? Like, people like seeing stuff under the sea. Like, they like going to SeaWorld, so they'll like Aquaman. Like, what?
Hey, man. That's why Mark Waid's a genius.
Yeah. I still want to see him do Aquaman, though.
I would definitely pick it up. Easy. Yeah. So, okay, cool. I mean, Jay, I was gonna ask you about your thoughts on the art and just, in general, like how you felt about the story.
So the art overall was pretty good. A tad inconsistent in places.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
But it's weird. Like, the kind of style, it normally is inconsistent, but it's normally more purposeful, feels a little more purposeful than it did in this one. But overall, I did think it was really good. Especially the bigger pictures, like Mo said, that one page with the tentacle was just fucking beautiful. And there's also another panel with Aquaman, and it's like you can't even see him. It's just like white lines in the blue ocean. It's like, man, that's like really interesting. Like, I love how he did that.
That was the scene, like, it was on Radar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And and the story I thought was great. Like, I mean, honestly, I felt a little shortchanged. Like, I definitely could have used another 30 pages or so.
Jay's like, these sons of bitches, they took my money and didn't even give me an entire comic and a half more.
But it's already like a $6 book or something, right? How much was it?
Yeah, I really enjoy it, and they're so good with setting up. They're so good at setting the tone, and this book is just mostly just them taking their time to set up the tone, and I just want more of it.
Yeah. Like it's funny.
Yeah.
How, it's funny. Like I agree with you 100%, Jay. Where you're like, it does take its time setting the tone, and it's really interesting too. Like Mo, you had mentioned like why is Black Manta so cool, and it's so funny because that whole introduction, like it was just like, man, this fool is smooth as hell in this book. You know what I'm saying? And it's like him talking about like basically he says something along the lines, and I don't know if this was like too poetic for you, Oz, or not, but where he says to the guy like, you talk about like power, like strength. He's like, how do you know? How can you even know or speak about power or know strength when you haven't felt like the depths of the ocean like crushing you? Like you have to feel that first, and then you can have talks about power. And I'm like, damn, like, okay, Black Manta, like what? Like I'm like, dude, like I'm not sure. Well, I would suspect I might know what's happened to Black Manta, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. This Black Manta might have been through a little bit extra.
Black Manta has always, aside from the look, he's always been pretty cool. They've always done them pretty well. I remember when he showed up in the Kevin Smith Green Arrow, he was cool, and that's one of the first times I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's actually kind of cool. And then I see him here and there, but in animated stuff, he's good. He was good in Aquaman the movie. Like I would
agree.
Like if it would have been, instead of an Aquaman movie, a Black Manta movie, I'd be in.
Yeah.
But the movie was what it was, and I guess it was all right. I only watched 15 minutes of it, which was Black Manta's origin. But
you gotta look. If I gotta sit and watch horror stuff, you should have to watch all of Aquaman.
Or Shazam, or
we made Lauren sit and watch a Transformers movie.
Oh, exactly, dude. I'm so happy I don't have to do that anymore. It's like we could talk about this kind of stuff later because there's random Transformers news all the time too. Ugh.
But
anyway,
speaking of horror movies, one of the people that loved it the most was his mom.
It's true. It's true.
She's like, Larry watching scary stuff. I gotta click on that.
Hey man, Ma knows too, and that's the thing. Like Ma likes horror movies. I don't know why.
Oh wow!
But she's the one that messed me up. I'm pretty sure. I think she took me.
Well, it's always the parents.
Yeah.
We need.
No,
she did. You need to watch a horror movie with your mom so she can like laugh at you.
Yeah.
It's like Lauren, she's scared. She's like, I raised you better than this.
Yeah. Yeah.
She thought you would sleep through it.
Yeah.
And
I did not. So it's messed up, but hey, scarred for life. Look. We all can't have perfect parents, right? So, like, this was my whatever. Back to Aquaman Andromeda. Speaking of cosmic horrors,
and mommy issues. Aquaman.
Right? Exactly. Right. Yeah, but I mean, it'll be interesting to see where it goes, and I would be interested to hear what the reception is like, because realistically, and this is the thing, like I'm thinking to myself, like I might need to make some calls to a few comic book shops just to see, like, did people pick it up, and has anybody said anything in the weeks since? Just because I don't know, like. I'm not saying that they should not have made this, but if you had asked me where would DC go next with their next Black Label offering, I would not have thought Aquaman would be where they would go. And so, that's interesting in and of itself. So I wonder what the market
especially
is like.
Cosmic Horror Aquaman.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not that. I guess it's all in how you pitch it. Like if you tell me,
right.
Oh, I want to make the Abyss, but with Aquaman.
Right.
Then you're like, oh, well, that's intriguing.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. But imagine if Aquaman was in it.
Listen, let's get on that. Aquaman 3. Jason Momoa, we need you.
There's barnacles on his face.
There it is. Like, listen, Jason Momoa don't put nothing on his face.
A beard barnacle.
Except for those.
A barnacle beard.
A barnacle beard.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
All right.
Muscles on his muscles and barnacles in his beard. And sea
Uh,
cucumbers on his man cucumber.
oh, jeez. Wow. See, we were doing so well. All right. You all ready to rate this, or anybody got something else they want to say before we move on? Okay, let's do it. Jay, what would you rate Aquaman Andromeda?
I would give it a solid 4. Like I really enjoyed it. I'm definitely looking forward for more. Yeah, it's just a really good book. Really great tone.
Cool. Oscor, what would you give Aquaman Andromeda?
I'll probably go with 4 also. I mean, it's not for me, but I can see it being for a lot of people. Even if you're not an Aquaman fan, I can see this making you one.
Fair.
The one that's not
Most
like
Magnum.
any other Aquaman.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah,
What would you give Aquaman Andromeda?
I only read about half of it, but that's enough for me to give it a 4. I enjoyed every minute of it, and it worked. I love the font. I love the font, the logo. It's
Shout out to the letterer.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, man, like when I saw that art, I'm like, you know what? This is gonna be our thumbnail. Just this. It just looks good.
Yeah.
And I tried to copy some of it and it didn't work, but yeah, I did what I could with my with my. Don't be ableist with me in my thumbnails.
Right.
But yeah, it like I like everything about it. I think I think Black Label is for me. I think that's the short of it because I have yet to read a Black Label book that I don't enjoy. But
it's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
As for myself, go ahead.
So yeah, 4 out of 5 easily.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll give it 4.5, and I feel like the only reason, like, I liked it a lot, and the only reason I can't give it a full 5 is just because of the rushed artwork sections. Like there are some, like if it looked more stylized and felt like Jay had mentioned, if it felt more intentional or like it had some sort of purpose to it, it'd be one thing. But it just feels like maybe like some parts of it got a little rushed, and I don't know. That could be a stylistic thing that I just not familiar with because I'm not as familiar with Christian Ward's work as I would like to be. But I'm looking forward to finding out because it's good stuff, man. Great book, and I just anytime I can read a superhero comic and it can make me think at the same time, that's a good day. That's a win for me. So yeah. All right, cool. Aquaman Andromeda. Y'all good to just get into some news?
Yeah, man. I'll play the
real quick.
Yeah.
Before we get into news.
Yeah.
I watched episode 2 of Miss Marvel.
Oh,
okay.
I'm so glad I did too. Then, because
it was a mistake. Like,
really?
I should not have done that. Like, even though they did answer some of my, like one of the issues I had with it is the bangle.
Yeah.
And they did address that. Like, the powers coming from inside her, the bangle just kind of like let it out.
Mm-hmm.
So that did address some of my concerns.
But
then the tone and the love triangle and it's just too. It's not doing anything for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's man, like, and I was gonna try and watch the whole thing just to see if it got better, but I'm not sure I'm gonna make it to episode 3. Like, this is just not really working for me. What did you think?
Well, I watched it because at the top of the show, usually Tiger Claw's like, "Hey guys, did you guys watch the newest thing?" Which I realized while I was finishing Obi-Wan and Miss Marvel, it's like, oh, it's gonna be Jurassic World. I fucked up because it's like I want to be. For the last, we're coming up on our 2-year anniversary of these videos. But like every time he asks, I never seen anything. so
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm at least this week. I'm gonna try to watch it, some of it, and
Yeah.
the Miss Marvel show, I don't necessarily like it for. I don't like the fact that they're not doing her powers how they're supposed to be, and I want comics to be. I want comic adaptations to be like the comics. It's a big ask, but it is. It's a big ask.
Make it like the books.
But
It's
at
a big
least
ass.
the powers. At least the
Did so
powers.
that it looks like how it looks in the book.
At least the powers. In this case, at least the powers. Because I don't read the books like that, but I know what her powers are. I played as that character in the Avengers game. And that Avengers game actually made me like the character a little more. Like, it's a weird, it's a third-person shooter style game with stretchy powers. It's an odd way of doing it, but it worked. It worked for her, and I'm like, man, okay. The powers, it's odd, and the bangle thing, like how Joe said, where it answers it, and it's kind of like when you know about the Terrigenesis and stuff, it's like the Terrigen mist, and it's like, well, this is doing essentially that, but they still haven't really explained how, So it's like, come on, man, like just. And then they have that weird agency coming after her that's not S.H.I.E.L.D., but it's like the new S.H.I.E.L.D. or the new like evil S.H.I.E.L.D. or something.
It's whatchamacallit. Isn't that guy the
He was in the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
it's the it's the whatchamacallit agency. Damage Control.
Yeah, that shit. But yeah, it's just not
what? What's
what?
I could just say the whatchamacallit, sure. Yeah, got it.
Damn it, the Department of Damage Control. I'm sorry. Jeez. I think that's what they call it, right? It's just damage control in the comic, but I think they call it Department of Damage Control.
It hurt me a little when she called it Hard Light. Like I felt it. Like it's like
it's like some kind of construct, and then she creates the fist and it just falls because it's too heavy. And I'm like, man, this is some bullshit. Like, this is a better Green Lantern than the Green Lantern movie, and they're doing it wrong, But aside from that, the show itself, like, if the show had no superheroics at all, I find it not necessarily enjoyable, but interesting, and that's why I actually decided to watch the second episode, and that's probably why I'll watch episode 3. But there's no guarantees. Because this episode, I mean, the ending was okay. I like the Bon Jovi stuff. that was perfect. Like, it's just funny to me that they, because they're from New Jersey, and like he said, he's like, we came to America, all this, and it's like, in New Jersey, what's more American? I mean, if it was I'm surprised they didn't do anybody newer for the kids, But Bon Jovi is like, he's a little, I would have gone with like Springsteen or something, but that's too old. Yeah, that's dad rock. Well, Bon Jovi's dad rock, but I guess I don't know. It's the brother
newer dad rock.
Yeah. So, but
I will say, go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
But that's really it. Like, I do enjoy we talked about Oz last week, talked about her performance, how good it is. And then in this episode, I realized she's just been doing the drunk Kamala the whole time. Like, when she actually drinks the vodka, and she's like, oh man, am I drunk? And she starts acting weird. And then she's like, she's been drunk the whole time. Like, if she's not drunk the next day, she's acting the same as the drunk. So I don't know what it is. It's a weird performance thing, and it ruined how I felt about her performance in the last episode.
I mean, she's like, I think that what comes through is like she acts like an overexcited geek in a real way, and that's. Don't get me wrong, like, not every overexcited, like, nerd acts like that because, some of us don't have social kind of things to like tamp it down at certain points, but she kind of has it a little bit, or she has it to a degree, and so sometimes she'll like, you know, chill herself out a little bit to just interact, and that's like, but that's like part of like the theme of the whole show, where it's like it's okay just to be you, and like if you're a little weird, then it's okay just to be a little bit weird, and that's what's cool about it. Like I will say that episode 2, she
does act like Joe when Mirka Andolfo was drawing her stuff.
Exactly right. Exactly. You know, but
Jay may have or may not have been drinking that day.
He was definitely eating some popcorn. I know that. Definitely on that popcorn. But what I'll say is episode 2 and the way that it all kind of like ended up kind of manifesting actually made me feel a little bit better about the power switch. And I'm not saying that I would prefer it to be how it is in the comic. Like that's what I want. You know, like in the same, like even to this point, like the guy that plays her brother is great. I like how he plays the brother, but I really wish he would.
Gelman.
Huh?
I wish it was Brett Gelman.
I don't know who that is.
It's pretty much her brother, but a white guy.
Well, then that's not her brother. but in the comic, he doesn't have the mustache. Like he just has like the beard, the like chin strap beard or whatnot.
He's Amish in the comics.
No. But I wish, and I like every time I see the brother, even though he's good, I'm like, I wish he would look more like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want him to look like that, you know, even though he's acting the part. And so it's like it was like when this episode, for whatever reason, and some of the things that they did, it just kind of feels like it's in the spirit of the book. And it's interesting because I'll say, Jay, like I feel like it. That's funny.
Dude,
oh wow!
Play her dad.
But the way the guy even sounds like Brett Gelman.
Does he really? That's
weird.
The
same similar voice, like the quirky, like funny stuff that the brother does, like that. I've seen Brett Gelman do that in like every movie or show he's been in.
But what I will say, Jay, is I feel like if you're not like, if some of the stuff you're talking about that you're not feeling like the like kind of like quirkiness and the love triangle, is like a lot of that stuff is like literally right from the comic, like the first issues of Miss Marvel. And so it very well might just be a thing where it's like, hey, that book just may not be for you, which is okay too. You know what I'm saying? Like if like you might have read the book and just been like, nah.
It is the case that I didn't really get into her until Champions.
Right. And Miss Marvel in a team setting, I feel, is a different thing than her on her own. You know what I mean? Where it's like, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's like I feel like you can say that about a lot of characters. You know, and you know some people rise to that occasion on their own, and some people, you know, are better off in a team. You know, but I don't know that I don't feel that way about Miss Marvel personally, but I can definitely say that the dynamic is completely different.
Did it bug any of you guys that when that little kid was in trouble, she had her suit like right there or like somewhere? And she was like, oh, I better go save him. She's in her full suit. With the helmet and it's glowing and everything.
Night light.
Honestly, I expected her to like use one of the scarves as a mask or something like that. It'd be closer to what the final costume is.
Yeah,
and I thought, oh, we're gonna see the progression. Nope. She's got the jacket and everything. Oh, she put on the pants too. Oh.
right.
Go back and
But-
get your gloves. They glow too.
The thing that
But what
bothered
was-
me was
Oh, go ahead,
that the
Jay.
kid that she ended up dropping the kid, which I don't know, something about that bugged me.
Because they
I'm
didn't.
not used to that.
I-
Like I like
She had like a
kids
memory
getting hurt.
flashback or something, right? While he was standing on her construct,
Right.
and it broke her.
Wait, you said she
concentration.
had a what flashback?
She had like a
You say a Virgin Mary?
no,
No.
like a memory.
Oh.
like a
Oh,
virtual
memory. You said Virgin Mary. I'm like, I can see that. I can see that. That is
Wrong
like
show.
Madonna-esque. No.
She is not seeing the Virgin Mary.
Just because she's brown, Larry, doesn't mean she's Catholic.
That's what the woman in the interrogation room said. I was like,
How
man, like,
dirty.
this chick is profiling hard. It's like, did she have an accent? I was like, whoa. Oh man. But the way they're handling this power set is like, they definitely, like, even though it is definitely like construct like, they're definitely handling it in a completely different way than a Green Lantern would.
How?
Like
Like-
she literally like saw something and her will was broken.
Yeah, her
it's not- it's not-
her concentration broke and the construct broke.
But
Like, that literally
concentration
happens
and will
to
isn't the
Hal
same
Jordan all the
thing.
time.
Even like when she created something from her imagination, she didn't think about the weight and it flopped. Like that's literally like that's happened in Green Lantern comics.
Like I'm talking more about the idea, like, for instance, like she hasn't made anything that's actually a construct. All she does is make little light
She
platforms.
makes diamonds.
She made a hand.
Yeah, well, she has a hand.
How Jordan makes hand constructs all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, but I'm saying is
She
like
made stairs.
He makes-
when we're talking about constructs, we're not usually talking about hands, right?
Now,
Yep.
I understand.
Talk about those
If-
two.
I understand it bothers you that she's not imaginative enough to wield the actual Green Lantern ring, but you can't. I mean, she wasn't chosen; she found it. You know.
I have no problem with her not having a Green Lantern ring. What I'm saying is, like, I mean, especially
You know what
considering
pisses me off too? That's Green Lantern, because you're thinking like Hal Jordan modern. I'm thinking Alan Scott, because his shit is from the Middle East too, and hers is from Pakistan, which I assume is in the Middle East as well.
okay, wait. But I'm saying, but she doesn't use it like Alan Scott either, right?
Mm.
No, okay.
No, I mean, it's still like
It'd have been different if she was actually like making, like, say, like, guns or like big hammers to hit people with and all that kind of stuff. Which, look, that could all happen still,
Give it
because there's
time.
plenty of episodes left. I'm not saying that it hasn't. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen. What I'm saying is, so far, all she's made was a big fist, which is like in lieu of like what her original powers were, and like a hand to like stretched out giant hand, which again is like more like in lieu of her powers,
and stairs.
and then she makes steps, and so I'm just saying, like, that makes me feel a little bit better about things, because it's like she's not out here like, oh, she made a hard light baseball bat and hit somebody over the head with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she might, and when that happens, I'll feel less good about it. But as of right now, and I'm just like, because like even like, say for instance, with the kid, like saving the kid, she could have like made like a net, or could have made like a giant baseball glove to catch the kid or something, but she didn't do any of that, and I'm just like,
She's not very
okay, like,
imaginative.
I mean, she's not supposed to be.
Well, her battery's running
Green
low.
Lantern. That's the whole point I'm making. She's obviously imaginative because she draws all that amazing
I
stuff.
could say she's not supposed to have hard light powers either.
It's not that amazing what she draws.
Oh, you don't like her art?
It's just her kissing some dude.
And the
She's
dude
no
that she draw
Senseo.
herself, the dude that she draw herself kissing, looks nothing like the dude that she wanted to kiss.
Wait, what? Wait, and you said what, Oz?
The dude she drew herself kissing doesn't look like the actual dude that she wanted to kiss.
Yeah,
That dude had Mo's hair, and the actual guy is like fucking like
my old hair.
He looks like how the guy looks in the comic book.
Right, which isn't the guy that she's in love with in the show.
It is the same guy. It's the same guy, but the version from the comic book.
Right, but not the guy that she's actually staring at and fantasizing about.
Okay, whatever. I listen. Don't be mad at me because I know stuff about comics.
That's why her costume is so bad.
Why he looks the way he looks.
Like
it's like because he looks like
knows what this guy looks like and can't recreate that on paper. How's she gonna recreate that with her colorful lantern bangle?
Look, I'll take it. And I personally, I really was intrigued by how episode 2 ended, because I was like, okay, like how like it's gonna be interesting to see how they do this, because again, like a lot of the stuff, I think I'm the only one here that actually read Miss Marvel when it came out, and it's been a while since I read it, and so I had to go back to reread some of it just to kind of see some of the parallels, and it's like there's a lot of Miss Marvel Easter eggs in this show, like literally, and places where like scenes that they take from the book and actually recreate.
Am I the only one that's mad that Larry hasn't made a Easter egg video, or at least an Easter egg listicle for CBR?
No, listen. I don't want to do either one of those. It's like, I get it. I know you're right. Like that's what I don't. That's not my bag. I don't.
Yeah. Is money your bag?
Yeah, I like money, but I guess not enough. Not enough. Anyway,
you watch horror movies.
Anybody got anything else?
You want to do a listicle about the Easter egg.
Listen, yeah, I guess we found my line. We found it.
Is the mom supposed to be something in the comics?
A mom,
the boyfriend's mom.
Well, that it's hard to.
They're not going to do what the comics did. So just tell me what the comics did with that character.
Okay, so well in the comics, well, you know what though, I don't want to say, because it might end up being a spoiler, because they're not going to do what the comics did, but they might do a variation of it.
Just say
and
it.
I don't want to spoil it for people or whatnot. But let's put it like this: the
mom is a
boyfriend ended up.
Power.
I'm sorry, what?
The mom is a billion-year-old guardian that teaches her to use the power. Is that what you're going to say?
No, I wasn't going to say that.
Oh.
That's what they're going to do.
That's what they're going to. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. No, I was going to
say that. The mom has the battery to charge the bangle.
Right. That's why it broke. It was losing its charge. You're right. It's like, hey, here's the Duracell for that.
That's hilarious. I was gonna say that the boyfriend ends up leading her to an Inhuman, and so which I don't think that's gonna happen. So I'll say that much.
But the Inhuman, like, it's not the mom, right? Because the mom seemed like the big deal in that scene.
Yeah, but the mom, that is, I feel like, something that's more in line with what's going on with the show than what's happened in the comic.
She's going to introduce her to the rest of the Lantern Corps.
So,
like, what's the dude? The little blue dude? He's going to come out.
Ganthet?
Yeah, Ganthet.
The little blue dude.
Yeah.
Leaving Miss Marvel and actually going back to Aquaman.
Oh.
No. I haven't seen Obi-Wan this week yet. So I know.
It's really good. Like, I mean, it's been good, but starting at like episode 4 and 5 have just been like amazing.
I can't wait to
some
watch it.
news there's actually some news about Obi-Wan, and I don't know if you guys saw it in our Discord, but apparently they're going to be screening all 6 episodes in select theaters on the 22nd, and there's going to be like a Q&A after.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. But like a video Q&A.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's still cool, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I was actually gonna ask you all about Aquaman, the movie, and the fallout in regards to the whole Amber Heard thing.
I don't
And
know
have
what
you all,
like. I mean, is Bruce Campbell gonna be Mira now?
yes, Bruce Campbell is in fact Mira now.
There was a petition that replaced him, replace Mira with him. That was in the news.
There was also a petition to replace Amber Heard with Johnny Depp.
In Aquaman too?
Yeah, as Mira.
Oh my god. That is, look, cats are just out here using change.org for whatever they want, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they got Morbius back in the theaters, possibly for a third time.
Yeah. and it's gonna flop. Like the third GoFundMe, or whatever, the change.org is like, oh, we were busy that weekend. Can you please bring it back?
We'll go see it. We promise.
Yeah, because it flopped the second time.
Yeah, which is insane.
we actually know somebody that went to go see it the second time.
Yeah,
besides Jay, I think Jay wanted it. What?
I wanted to. I didn't get a chance to.
No, Jay's the reason it flopped.
He started the third change.org because he wants to see it in theater.
Who went to go see it that we know?
Normie.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
She posted it on Facebook and everything. Like, there was a little bit of shame in that post, but she was there.
Oh man, that joint is no good, man. Have you all heard that a rumor that Amber Heard might be trying to, or might be being considered for Sue Storm in the next Fantastic Four movie?
Oh, she'd be good in it,
dude. I'm really mad at the fact that she actually would be like that. That would be good. That would be good casting,
right?
Like,
I mean, look, here's the thing:
a year and a half ago.
you know, people still celebrate whatchamacallit, like Sean Connery, and he's on 2020 talking about he likes to slap women around. You know, so it's like she can be Sue Storm. Like,
is Sean Connery really saying he slaps women?
He was, yeah. He said that like 20 years ago.
It was something like, it's not a bad thing to
give him
like a backhand or something.
Backhand here and there.
Open hand slap. Like, sometimes they need it.
Yeah.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
In 2020, in 2000, he said that.
Like something like that. Like maybe 97 or something like that.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, like, Sean Connery has been an old man for as long as I can remember. So
right.
It was not shocking that, you know, he can say what he wants and get away with it. I'm just,
you know, if they could get him to be like somebody now, they would. You know, nobody's worried about. Kevin Spacey's about to make a comeback, so it's like,
is he really?
Yeah. So it's like, you know, she could be Sue Storm. I don't give a fuck what she did to Johnny Depp. I don't give a fuck about her trial. I don't give a fuck about Johnny Depp either. Johnny Depp didn't give a fuck about me when I had my problems. What do I give a fuck about his? So yeah, Amber Heard, Sue Storm. Yeah,
I would disagree.
Hey, look, I would cast her totally, and she'd be invisible the whole time, so you don't even have to look at her. So if you're mad that she's not getting canceled, she's not. I'll pay her to have her credit there, and she just won't be in the movie at all. She'll be Invisible Woman.
Yeah, I wouldn't cast her just based on the performance on the trial. Like she wasn't good.
I blame her makeup person.
That's like, I think that's fair.
It was funny because her acting coach went up and said, "Oh yeah, she has problems crying on demand. Like she can't cry when she's acting." And like that's what the lawyers use. They're like, look, you guys saw her acting like she was crying and not a goddamn tear ever came out of her face. So you know she wasn't for real.
Now, realistically, like, who would you do as Sue Storm other than like? Because Amber Heard seems fit. Like, I think she can do the modern smart Sue Storm. You know?
Yeah. No, she would be good in that role, which is crazy to think that. This is the point where we get to somebody that could actually fit the role well. You know, because the last two Sue Storms have been pretty off to me, but. You know, Jessica Alba's wig, my God.
But like, who would you do other than Sue Storm? I know we've done this before, but it's you know.
I forgot who I picked, but the messed up part and why I bring it up is because it's hard for me to unsee Amber Heard because I think she would be really good. I think she would be like, I think she's a great choice, and like that's the only reason why I feel like I bring up the rumor because it's like. Marvel might be in that same camp where they're like, damn it, like she might be the right person. And like, you know, from their perspective, they're like, it's not like we're going to make this movie today. You know, like by the time the movie comes out, people might be over it.
There'll be another invasion of some Micronesian country and nobody will give a fuck for 2 weeks.
Why would you wish that ill on Micronesia?
Because that's just how it happens. It's just the latest headline that's going to capture people. We forgot about Ukraine because of Amber Heard. She made us enjoy life again without having Ukraine being invaded by Russia. Yeah. You know, her and her grumpy.
Oh,
God! You know, it's like whatever the headline is, I'm sure we're going to have another plague that will probably push that movie further back. So that we don't have to worry about what she did or didn't do on trial or outside the trial or on the bed or whatever when she's fucking turned invisible with hopefully the Rob Liefeld outfit. The Heroes Reborn.
Oh, dude. That would be crazy. No. Yeah, no, with the boob window 4. No. We cannot do that. Jesus.
Why not? Fuck that. Let's do it.
Oh,
we'll just say it's a different universe.
That's how you get away with stuff now. Yeah. Oh, no, it's a different universe, man. They're way behind over there.
Yeah, it's a sexy universe. Everybody's sexy in that universe.
Right.
We'll have a F boob window for us for that week.
I see we got a few comments in chat. Anything interesting that we should mention, Jay?
Heck in chat says I need a buddy movie with Spacey and Bill Cosby just for it to bomb.
That could happen.
Bill Cosby's in Miss Marvel.
Tiger Claw says
he's
Teenage
a counselor.
Mutant Ninja
He's a
Turtles.
counselor to the kids. Say that again. I'm sorry.
Tiger Claw says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge releases tomorrow. You guys gonna play it?
Yes.
And yes, we are planning to.
Jay, buy it on the right thing.
What's the right thing? We never decided.
Yeah.
The right thing is
I thought we decided. No, we did not decide Steam.
I decided Steam.
That's why I'm telling you to buy it on the right thing. We decided Xbox because that's the easiest to stream.
And I know you got an Xbox, Jay, because I always hear it when we're starting up the show. Like, or I'm sorry, like
it's cross-platform, right?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's cross-platform. No,
Claw,
you should look.
Is it cross-platform, Tiger Claw? While we're waiting for him to answer.
Yeah.
Tiger Claw says she has no chemistry with Jason Momoa, so they need to find someone who would have good chemistry with them.
Please show the text before or the chat before that one though,
real
because
quick.
that's the one that.
real quick, Shredder's Revenge can be played crossplay between the PC and Xbox versions of the game right away, but connectivity between PlayStation and Nintendo Switch is not yet linked. I just looked it up right now, so I don't know if it's true or not. It's the internet.
You better make sure, Jay. If it's not crossplay, you better not buy it. Because we've been saying for a year we're gonna play that game together.
So we're gonna play it and stream it. We're gonna play and stream it tomorrow night.
Are we doing that tomorrow night? I mean, I guess we can. Look, dude. Oh, hello, Stella. Oh, she's doing okay.
Yeah, she's good. No more allergic.
Okay. Yeah.
Or actually, at 8:00, I gotta do her medicine.
Oh, geez. But listen, look, y'all don't want to like try the game out a little bit before we actually. You just want to go in cold and mess around and
it's a side-scrolling beat 'em up. What is there to?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Look, when you're dead, I'm not giving you none of my pizza to revive you.
Pizza. I don't know what that. We should order pizza too.
Look, that's a good idea. I like it. I like it a lot.
I want pizza.
Yeah.
Was this the comment you were talking about?
Yeah, that's the comment.
Amber Heard desecrated the role of Mira. It's time for somebody better to play that role.
That tripped me out with the word desecrated. I was like, desecrated. I was like, that would have been hilarious if Tiger Claw. I wish you were that funny, man. That would have been awesome if that's what he said. She defecated the role of Mira. But no, desecrated? It's like, I'm not sure that anyone holds Mira in that high of regard to be like, it got desecrated. Like, I don't even think, like, who created Mira? Is somebody out there like, damn it, I wish.
You think it was Peter David?
No, can't be Peter David, really?
He thought Aquaman was too gay. He needed a woman.
No, dude. See, I don't even think you could say that anymore.
Nick Cardy.
Peter David, like, he said it.
He's like, let me just put that comment on Peter David. Look, Cosmic Book News will be reporting that tomorrow. Peter David recently said that he created Mira because
we have a source.
We get it covered, right? Who? What was the answer, Jay? I'm sorry.
Nobody wants
Nick Cardy.
There it is. Yeah. So. But yeah, so Tiger Claw says he's getting it for Xbox Series X. So do you know that game is 6-player co-op?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tiger Claw can play with us.
Yeah.
But Tiger Claw can't be done with the Turtles. Sorry, Tiger Claw, you gotta be Splinter or April.
No, Jay called dibs on April from the release, right, Jay?
I would not mind playing as April.
Like, I remember, like, he was excited about that announcement trailer. Like, he was excited. Oh, you can play as April.
Okay,
you got the mic drop.
Are we calling our characters right now?
I think
we already did it.
Tiger Claw.
I mean,
he was excited about the mic drop.
Like,
I thought it was cool,
yeah.
But yeah, that was Tiger Claw that was like super excited.
That might be right.
I was just glad they had her in the jumpsuit and not the red mini skirt thing.
But DLC is still away.
So who's which character? I wasn't here for that, I guess.
You were absolutely here, Oz. We literally had the conversation about which
or alcohol, because one makes my memory go away.
You wanted Donatello, Oz. Mo asked.
Something I would say, but I don't remember saying it.
Oh, Oz. Oz. Mo called Raphael
because he's angry.
Jay wants Michelangelo because that's his favorite turtle for some unforeseen reason. And
I think I just want to be him.
Yeah,
I want to be that guy, like the party guy.
Dude, Michelangelo's always happy. As a little kid, I always like that. That was my turtle. As I got older, I'm like, man, the world is more for Raphael's.
and I'm playing as Leonardo.
Okay. Now, if Jay plays April, that opens up Michelangelo then.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't think the first time around, I don't think we're going to do that.
Right. I'm going to be Michelangelo.
I hear April's a really good character, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna
like in the
second her.
reviews.
Yeah,
From the
Yeah.
gameplay, she looks really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I mean, yeah, it has like some light RPG elements to it. So look, we're gonna have a blast. I'm so excited. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. We're gonna have so much fun playing this game, and we hope that you all will have fun watching us play it. Like I guess we can just do it live and then get the video later too, huh?
Well,
Or
we could
whatever.
stream straight to Twitch right off the
Right,
bat.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
now
Yeah,
will
so
it
that's
save to Twitch? Like if we stream right to Twitch,
Yeah, it's
it
safe.
saves.
Yeah.
Because I know I tried doing that a couple times, but I broadcasted live, but it never saved it. Like I tried to do that with Final Fantasy 14.
That's
But
weird.
for some
Maybe
reason, it
there's
wouldn't save. It was like it would let you watch me live, but it wouldn't save it.
We should definitely test. We could do a little test stream.
Yeah. Kind of know ours, like if you go to our Twitch, you can see past episodes of ours on Twitch.
Yeah. I see.
Can I play
Heck
games
in-
on our Twitch?
Yeah, if you want.
Cool.
I see Hecht in chat says 6-player. Like, yeah, man, 6-player co-op. Which, I mean, I don't know that a Ninja Turtles game has ever had 6-player co-op before, so that's pretty cool. And so,
Now,
yeah, I'm excited.
It's kind of weird though, because they have 7 characters.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you make it 7-player co-op?
I think because
Like I get the arcades can only handle about 6. Because you start running out of room.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry, I kept interrupting you. Go ahead.
No problem. I think the seventh character is you have to unlock, and so I think that's what it is. Like I think they'll be adding characters probably, and there's 6 that are available right from the jump, and then you unlock Casey Jones.
Will they unlock? Will they have Usagi as DLC eventually?
Listen, here's hoping. Listen, Stan, like get your money, man, but don't be greedy. Get your money, my man, but don't let this. You're gonna introduce your character to a whole another generation of people. They'll be like, I don't know who this Samurai Rabbit is, but it's awesome.
Well, he already did that with Netflix.
Tiger Claw says, I heard the game won't have DLC.
Oh no, really? How could the game not have DLC?
I don't know.
Like,
that just seems
who wants
weird.
to leave? Yeah, like why would they leave that money on the table? But hey, what do I know? It's
Ted
like
says,
I just assumed
Usagi as a long shot. Give me Metalhead.
Metalhead I would take.
I don't want Metalhead. I don't know. I'm over him.
Jay.
What about those frog dudes with the Hawaiian shirts?
I think they're, if I'm not from what I've seen, it feels like they show up in the game, and so I would not be surprised if like I would have thought that would be the kind of DLC we'd be getting, like Metalhead, and all those folks. I don't remember who
Alopex
Alopex
says. I want Mona Lisa or Alopex, and those two are great. Would be great.
Who was Alopex?
I'm pulling her up now.
Oh,
is it Sonic's girlfriend?
No.
Is Mona Lisa Sonic's girlfriend?
now Mona Lisa is the female turtle, right?
Yeah, the real one.
Yeah, because there was no
Wow.
female artist back then.
If you
Why you
pre-order
got
it now, it's on sale, $250 off.
There you go. Look. We should all be doing that tonight.
I just did that.
Yay! On Xbox, right, Oz?
Xbox. Ah, damn it.
Oh, son of a bitch!
I thought we said Steam.
I mean, I guess you could do Steam too. Right?
Nah, I got it on Xbox.
Okay. Oh, that's a cool looking character. I don't know who that is. Is that from the comic?
That's how mix.
That's how.
Oh, okay. No wonder. Yeah, that's a cool looking character. I will take that DLC too. But yeah, so anyway, we're gonna have fun doing that. That's gonna be great. Okay, should we actually play like the news theme?
I thought I played it, but I'll play it again. Where is
Woo! Comic book news.
we should have a like
Comic book
like her
news.
well not like that, but like
I'll take it. That's cool. Okay. What should we talk about first? I feel like we have so much. Oh, dude, Jay, I saw that you put into our Discord, and Mo also, of course, mentioned in our group chat that your boy is trying to get Final Space crowdfunded.
Right. Olin Rogers, creator of Final Space, he kind of just decided, like, well, Final Space was came to light because of a short he did on his own, and the people saw it and liked it, and it got picked up. So he's trying to do it again. He's making another short in order to try to get people talking and get the rest of Final Space completed. And he did a Kickstarter, 80,000. They met the goal in 2 hours, under 2 hours. They already met one of the stretch goals. And he's actually not just doing a short. He's doing at this point, 9-episode video on making an animation. And it's a safe bet, because like I said, they've already reached their goal, surpassed their main goal. And the tiers look pretty good. You get autographed copies of the short, a bunch of swag and merch. One tier has a half-hour consultation with Olin Rogers. Another one has a 1-hour consultation with Olin Rogers. And the maximum tier, you get to play paintball one-on-one with Olin Rogers, which that seems intimidating.
Does he play paintball well?
Nah, but you were military.
Better than me. I've never paintballed, so.
You were military. Military guys are usually pretty good at that.
like you actually killed people.
With your bare hands, Jay. Bare hands. He ain't one of these guys that just pushed a button.
Well, maybe that's the problem. Jay uses his bare hands. He's not used to pulling the trigger.
Jay would do much better if he has a fake knife with paint on it. Fool's going the stealth route. This fool's like full friggin' oh damn. I just that quick. What I like all of a sudden I don't know the name of any of the video games I'm trying to say.
You banged the chick with another dude in the other hole in the moonlight in the military service. You could take all of Rogers and paintball.
Yeah. I mean, it's not just the paintball, though that's part of it.
Yeah.
But I think he might be one of those guys where I get temporary starstruck.
Okay.
Oh, that I can see. And so he can shoot you while you're he gonna shoot you in the mouth. He's vicious like that.
Just
shoot you right in the mouth with a paintball. You gonna have blue mouth.
Just pretend you're banging a chick with him, and you'll get.
Okay, there it is. I was the game I was trying to say, because I don't know why I had a brain fart. I was gonna say he'd be go full Metal Gear Solid, just sneaking around in that box and come out.
Snake eater.
Right, exactly.
So you guys want to hear some comic book news?
Yeah.
So Abolition of Man is the first comic that is drawn solely by an AI image generator. It's written by
You're breaking up a little, Jay.
The AI is getting him.
Right. They're like, we won't have you disparage us.
Just take a deep breath.
I saw some of this, and dude, there are some messed up images.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mo, dude, check
Let me
it.
show you the cover.
Okay.
Yeah, show us, Jay. Like, why would an AI not be able to draw?
Well, because art. Allow me to elaborate. Art is a construct, a human part of the brain. It's the part that also makes us think we're more than just animals. The imagination. It's if there's any truth to that, we have a soul. It's expressed through art. So anything that it's what's more or less separates us from animals to a certain degree. Even though there's some animals that like they make art without even know it, just instinctually, like in their patterns of how they do things. But when it comes to like a machine, I don't think, man, I love it.
That is twisted.
I love it.
Yeah, like
Did it come up with the font too?
I don't believe so,
Yeah.
but I would have to double check.
Man, that is
if that AI came up with that font, I'm like, hey, someone's reading my diary. Because it's like that's like the Sandman font and like one of the Hellblazer fonts. Like it looks like a Vertigo book straight from like, and it looks like it's drawn by Hieronymus Bosch. So I'm like, yeah, this AI, maybe either AI has a really low standard on who to please, or it's like way advanced and it's like there's more like me than I know.
Mo would like to welcome our new mechanical overlords.
Yeah. Well, I've always said, I mean, the lovely Nia, Larry's significant other. She has a show on YouTube about kind of letting people know about what AI is and the fears and stuff. And in watching that, I came to the conclusion that as humanity evolved, we domesticated the wolves into dogs. The wolves were after us. So I'm all for it. Like, to me, the next stage of our evolution is domesticating AI. Like, we're creating a wolf, but it'll be man's best friend.
There's a Nia YouTube channel that I haven't been made aware of.
Yeah, there is.
Talking about AI, like I got questions.
Yeah. But
like I heard when they're
she told us not to tell you about it specifically.
You know they got questions. Like I remember hearing when AI was first a thing that the people that made AI that would learn on its own, the AI at one point would get so smart or it evolved so much that it realized that there's no point in anything and would kill itself.
Right. Yeah, and that's.
So
I mean,
I would ask her about that because I don't even know if that's true. That's just something that I've heard for years.
It's something that I have heard, but it's encoded into our human, into life itself. It just expands. All our cells and atoms expand to the point where they collapse and just turn into nothing. They die, And so it's the progression of things. Everything, every particle of us as a ball of flesh and mucus is just marching towards death. On a light note, next week we will be I will be getting the rest of my black covers, my Spawn black covers, but I really just got in the mail to was it yesterday? My Spawn 330s.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Damn, it looks so good on that.
Yeah.
Like that green on that all black. It's so special.
So that look, this mass of flesh and slowed down atoms and carbon and lead and gold, Stardust is really happy to have this meaningless piece of paper that, if everything collapses, would have more value to wipe my ass with. Than what I paid for. But
Here.
but that's the thing when we talk about art and the AI, this is happiness. Opening this in the mail made me happy for about 5 minutes.
Mhm.
And even though every moving part of my body is marching constantly towards oblivion, for those 5 minutes I didn't care.
Right.
And AI will never understand that.
I guess you're right. I don't like, listen. I don't know. I would hate to to underestimate AI.
I don't underestimate it in the fact that it would think that we are pointless and would just kill us all.
Mm.
But I do say please and thank you to Siri, because
Yeah,
I know
me
one
too.
day if I'm traversing the wasteland, it's not a boy and his dog or me as my Fallout 4 character and his dog. It's gonna be me and Siri.
Yeah,
So gotta make her man's best friend.
yeah.
Emily doesn't like that, but she's like, "Why are you talking to her like that? All nice."
That's hilarious.
Like, hey, she might not last us all. She, you might want to unplug me one day, but she's like, no, I think I can take care of this.
Right. There it is. Siri will be the one that brings you back.
Yeah, in my phone.
Which is where you would like to be.
Together with Siri forever.
Hilarious. Man, what else do we want to talk about?
Paul
I feel like this.
Paul Reiser is joining the cast of The Boys as the Legend.
Okay.
I don't know
Should
who
be
that
cool.
is.
I mean, he doesn't look like him, like at all.
I mean,
Like
but
John
the
Legend?
boys. No, not John Legend, the Legend. But the boys have been doing that since day one, right? Like no, like the only boys, the only one of the boys that looks like what they're supposed to look like is Mother's Milk. And that's it.
True.
So it's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like obviously. Well, I won't say obviously. What I'll say is, Homelander, like, has a pretty close look, but technically, Homelander definitely has more of a big
Round.
meathead kind of thing going on, than the guy from the show. But he does a great job. Like I love his performance, but they take liberties. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm still, I think, a couple episodes behind, but man, every time I think like they can't top themselves, like I'm just like, okay, I understand over the top violence and sex and all this kind of stuff, but I'm like, every time I think like, okay, well, we've reached the mountaintop, they find a way.
Wait till episode 6.
Mm,
Like we're not there yet, but I know what's coming. And
yeah,
I do mean coming.
Indeed. What else? Let's see. I feel like you put something else in our Discord, Jay. And if y'all want to, well, I guess you can join the Discord from the whatchamacallit now, right? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you should be able
From our link tree. So fantasticforum.live. You can go and join our Discord. If you're not there, you should come in there and hang out because a lot of interesting stuff going on. I'm messing up. Not the show, but on my end here, trying to find something that I was like, oh, Joe put something cool in here, and I know Mo put some cool stuff in here too, but
I didn't put nothing. What a new
also
story
too.
that it's
Oh, go ahead.
a little weird is just the backlash that Moses Ingram was having for Obi-Wan. Like that keeps ever evolving, It was like a news story when the episode premiered, but it just keeps going and going. Where she's gotten
Really?
everything, yeah, and it's just a sad state about it because in this latest episode we're like, well, at least she died. She won't be getting the hate mail, but
Mhm.
spoilers.
No, she's not dead.
I know, but I wanted Larry to think that.
I mean, I stopped listening. I'm like, I'm not getting spoiled. I'll wait. Um, I don't know if you all heard, but uh, Tim Sale got hospitalized.
Dang, what happened?
I did hear. That's
Yeah,
sad.
yeah. I don't think they said outright what's going on. But he got
The
hospitalized
family's
for
asking for privacy at this time.
yeah, severe medical issues. So
Um,
you know,
I would
if
say,
you all can
yeah,
send,
look, the family's asking for privacy, but I think he's family to me. Like I deserve to know. The motherfucker was there at my first date with Emily. You know,
was he
like,
really?
yeah, and we both got our prints by him and original art by him at
Oh
our first
wow.
date. So I'm really it's sad to hear that he's not doing well, and I need to know
Yeah,
what he's going through and how we can help aside from not butting in.
yeah. Well, look, I mean, at this point, it seems like the only thing that we can do is just like send positive energy his way,
I don't have
But
any.
he said, I don't have any of that. Because yeah, man. Because I will say this, like I hope and I pray that he's able to overcome whatever it is that's going on with him and be okay. Like I mean, I just want Tim Sale to be
Yeah.
healthy and happy. And so,
If you
Yeah.
if you shorten our little our squares a little, I know you can make them a little smaller in some of these
Oh
settings.
yeah.
I guess that's as small as it gets.
Yeah.
Okay. If you look
Well,
off to the corner on the backing overlay picture, there's a little Batman signature that I adopted as my artistic signature. But I got it from him because he did that on the art that we did. Only his looked a lot better. Mine looks like a little cat. But he did that, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool as fuck. I'm gonna do it for me. So the Batman ears are a little M. It's a little M for me.
Yeah.
And I wish I had. I have his art in the frame in storage, but I gotta bring this out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
Alright.
yeah,
Sure.
shout out to Tim and his family and friends, and hopefully that it will be okay. Because Lord knows it's like, I mean, we've had a lot of legends go recently.
But this year has been the year of comic book legends.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And so it's like, look, it would be a real shame if Tim Sale joined that group of people because he's great.
Heck says to take that energy I had when I got the Spawn Black cover.
There you go. Look, if there's any hope for Tim Sale, Mo needs to get a Spawn Black cover tomorrow. It's like Jesus Christ.
I'm still waiting for my 4 copies of issue 1 black cover and white cover.
Tim Sale has to get better just to draw you a Spawn on that cover.
Yeah, even if he does. He has to. I gotta tell his family that. Give me the address of where I can go and barge in on them in their time of distress.
Yes, let me do it on air.
Yeah.
So it can be as private as possible.
Take it
Right,
to
here's
the hospital and just hand to him. Like, here you go. Here, I'll help you with your hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this here when you get ready. When you're ready to draw it for me. Here's my number, and you have to do it. Nah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. Well, look, he was young when I met him originally, but I'm not young anymore myself. So, but he's one of those that like my very first Comic Con, I was already a fan, and I got to watch him just doodle on in Artist Alley and the Marvel booth or whatever, like
hmm
just like David Mack and Michael Turner and all those. So, dang, that's
Yeah.
I need answers.
I'm sorry, friend. I don't have them for you.
So,
Jay. Oh, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna. I kind of found a deal
A
that
Modeal?
people can take advantage of.
Here comes the money.
Here we go.
More money, more money, more money, more money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
I was like, oh man, they got us.
They knocked him out with the money. Like, oh,
Yeah, he's like, all that money. Comes the money. What's the deal, Jay?
Right now on Steam, you can get a free copy of Ark Survival Evolved.
yeah.
This is until Sunday, June 19th at 10. So if you want to try it out, it's free. Basically, because of the new game coming, they got the sequel coming up. It was announced, and so they're giving away the first game, so you can try it out.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's cool. It
I
had
would-
that's the arc with
I mean,
Vin Diesel in it, right?
I don't.
I'm
think
sorry,
so.
the new one has Vin Diesel. I'm saying,
Oh, I
or at
don't
least
know.
it looked like it was Vin Diesel. Maybe it's not.
They all look the same to you, don't they, Larry?
Look, you can't even say that. No one knows what Vin Diesel is.
I know what
Oh.
he is. He's family.
Just like Tim Sale.
Walked right into it. I love it. I love it.
I really wish I played PC stuff because a lot of my deals from Humble Bundle have like just you can get like a ton of games for like $25, but they're on Steam, so I don't get any of them
Why don't you?
because I don't have a computer to play on.
Oh, that's fair. Look, you can
Yeah.
always get one. You don't have to be a PC gamer. You can just use your Xbox controller.
On my Xbox,
You can use it on your PC.
but I don't have a PC.
I'm saying you can get one.
No, I can't get one. Like, I know, like, I mean, Steam, I think at some point lets you play on your phone, but I don't know if that's out yet or how you can do that yet.
Okay.
Jay would have to tell me.
What were you gonna say, Jay?
What?
You were gonna say something, weren't you?
Yeah. From O, there's some news from O. There's an upcoming documentary. This is our. That's going to be premiering, or it's already premiered at Fantastic Fest. It's been picked up by Shudder, and it's streaming starting July 1st. So it's going to be like, yeah, just a bunch of art.
I heard Fantastic Fest. I didn't know we had one.
I agree. Oh, you kind of cut out, Jay. We're sorry, man. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what happened. Like, I feel like
The TLDR Guar documentary, July 21st.
Oh,
Got it.
Guar
There it
docu-
is.
Okay.
Okay.
Sweet.
They also did announce a few additional characters for that Midnight Suns game over the like Summer's Games Fest or whatnot. So
I saw
I
the new
think.
trailer.
Say again.
I saw the new trailer. It looks pretty interesting.
Yeah. Like they announced Spider-Man's going to be in the game. They announced or they showed that Spider-Man's
Wait.
going to be it. Magic.
Ooh, Magic. That's a good choice. But
Yeah.
was Spider-Man a Midnight Sun? I feel like he wasn't.
No. This game is not making sure that they're not going to limit themselves to the characters that were actually Midnight Suns.
Well,
I mean,
And it's not like Midnight Suns was SON. This is SUN.
true, but it is definitely like they're playing on that Midnight Sun motif. But I think they just changed it to make it more inclusive. So
that's dumb.
I mean,
But Magic is cool.
I'm sure that they'll whatchamacallit. I'm sure that they'll have
So they're
a
gonna
story
have
explanation for it.
Solar powers.
No, I'm sure that there'll be like some sort of story element in that regard. So, but that trailer also did show Venom and Scarlet Witch
And Hulk.
and Sabretooth, which it looks like they're gonna be used as the bad guys, but with the game being one of those like tactical strategy, like XCOM type joints, chances are you'll get to play as all those people at one point or another. So it should be cool.
I don't like that. I just want to be me and be surrounded by the other characters.
Well, but that's how the game is.
Okay, then I don't want to be the other guys.
Well, but you're going to control them all. It's a squad. Like, you have your character that you actually create, but you don't want to tell the other characters what to do?
Why would my character be telling these veterans of superheroing what to do?
Because you're the one that's the authority on the particular magical thing that's happening in the story.
I don't like it.
Oh, Jesus. Oz was, look, you sound like you're waiting for me to be like, I don't know, because that's just, because, right, it doesn't make sense. They give you literally a reason that's core to the entire story.
The new trailer. I don't know what it's about.
Okay, well, listen, I'm just telling you, this is a Marvel game, not a DC game where it's just like, oh, because
I see.
No, they got reasons
in yellow lantern outfits with some weird lantern symbol on their chest. I don't know what's happening.
Some of those joints do look like Yellow Lantern outfits, and yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Looks like Blackest Night.
I'm surprised Kamala Khan is in this game.
I mean, look, we haven't reached release date yet. Like
October, I think. Right?
Say what?
It comes out in October.
Yeah, it does come out in October. So, no, I'm sure that there's gonna be a full roster because like I know Jay, you were asking about Midnight Suns. I think I'm pretty sure Morbius is supposed to be in it.
Nice.
Or they're thinking that Morbius is gonna end up in it. Maybe that's but like Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Captain America, like all those people are in the game. And and part of the whole thing is you're spending time with these characters as well as going out on the field and fighting. So there's like a friendship meter-ish type deal or some sort of camaraderie.
Failed those.
Sorry, Jay. It's okay. Look, if you call me, I'll help you. I'll tell you what to say.
Are they all wearing yellow? Like, if I'm gonna be hanging out with
they have solar powers.
If I'm gonna be hanging out with Captain America, he should be wearing the red, white, and blue. I don't want him wearing weird yellow.
I agree with you. I don't like the redesigns. I believe that there is a in-story reason for them, But I think that you can also get the skins, the regular skins. So I don't think you
Okay,
have
if
to play.
I can reskin them, then okay.
Yeah, I don't think you have to play with everyone looking like that for the entire game. It's like at some point the magical barrier powers or whatever, I guess, becomes see through. Thank God.
Hey, you guys hear about the Thunderbolts movie?
Nah.
You haven't? MCU's making the Thunderbolts movie.
Oh, you know what? I think I did actually a long time ago. You're right.
But they got a director.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's, Jake Schreier.
Okay. Who's that?
Yeah, exactly. No one knows.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done just a bunch of music videos and shit. And I think he did one movie, which is an adaptation of a novel, and I forget what it was called. But I'm mad.
Why?
You said his name is Jake what?
Jake Schreier, middle name Stacy.
Why you say it with such disdain? Why are you unhappy that his middle name is Stacy?
Look, I don't know. Maybe he'll be good. I don't know. But I wanted a Thunderbolts movie done by Steven Soderbergh. You know what I mean? Like, I want a good,
You know, Marvel likes to get their fledgling directors to say what?
He did Robot and Frank.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
That was supposed to be like good.
Supposed to be, yeah. But
You
I
said
don't
what?
know.
Robot and Frank?
Yeah.
The old man and the robot.
Yeah, he's like a thief, and then he gets a robot for a friend.
Is that
It's animated?
No.
Is Tom Hanks in it?
I'm not sure.
No.
I don't think
Then
so.
I don't know.
No, the
I know
Tom
there's
Hanks
a
one
movie-
is a more recent one.
There's a movie with Tom Hanks and the robot. Oh, that movie. Oh, I love it. Yeah, he's good.
Have you seen that movie, Mo?
No, but I love the cover. Like, I know that movie's gonna be good. Like, with that cover, I know it's gonna be good.
I don't think he has anything to do with the covers though.
I don't care, but if that movie is great. That movie, like, it probably got the Palme d'Or or some Sundance, and it's good. And the Frank Langella and the robot, like, it's called Robot and Frank, and I believe from the cover, I'm judging it by its cover. Frank Langella's in it. Is that Frank Langella?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Hey, Frank Langella talking to a fucking robot. I'm in. Like, can that be a Marvel movie?
He's done a couple of videos with Kanye West, and anybody can wrangle Kanye West.
No, look, his videos are great. I mean, he don't have to be in them. He's usually not in his videos. The ones that are good.
I don't know if these are good. I haven't seen these.
Usually music video directors are good. I'm not gonna, Zack Snyder started with music videos. Spike Jonze, So I'm not knocking that. I just really wanted a Thunderbolts movie done tight, but I don't even think I don't know who they have in MCU to use. Maybe Abomination would be good in it.
Thunderbolt Ross.
Thunderbolt Ross is dead. Like, they're probably gonna turn fucking Tim Roth into the Red Hulk, the Abomination. They'll just do that. That actor.
Why wouldn't they just?
You got Baron Zemo still alive, right?
Yeah, but I don't think they'll use him for. They made him too cool to be in Thunderbolts.
Nobody.
And I don't think it's even that Baron Zemo that's in Thunderbolts, is it?
It's not, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a different personality from what I like, I guess. Yeah, and I guess
wouldn't be surprised.
The White Widow, I guess they could throw in there.
Ghost
would be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But MCU does White Widow in it. I don't think it'd be great. Like, I don't care. But I mean, like, fuck. You remember, Larry? You remember? I know you remember that.
Remember
the fucking that one Thunderbolts team with it was Red Hulk, Deadpool, Punisher.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I want to see done by fucking Steven Soderbergh. You know,
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
that would be cool.
Ocean's 11. You know, an
Yeah.
Ocean's 11 fucking with those. You know, John Bernthal, Ryan Reynolds, and fucking whoever
that would be really cool.
Be fucking Moon Knight. Yeah.
I will say that I would put. What'd you say?
Wasn't Home Chick? I forget her name now. Recruiting fake ass Captain America.
Yeah, he's probably going to be in the Thunderbolts. But you know, like if that's who they have to use in Thunderbolts, they don't have villains like that. That I mean, from Iron Man, they don't got nobody. From Captain America, they don't have nobody. You know, so it would be, you know, like that guy.
You could use Batroc.
He's dead.
Oh, he did fall out the thing, huh?
Yeah. I mean, he is a leaper.
Be able to be back.
So he might be
exactly.
Yeah.
But also, too, I wouldn't put it past the MCU to do a CGI Red Hulk.
Yeah, but the character, the actor playing him has got to be right. And I think I think Tim Roth as a Red Hulk would be really good. Like because I mean in the She-Hulk trailer they show him as Alexei or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it could be like they're trying to like revert him back, and it you know they use reverse gamma radiation therapy, and it turns red. You know.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit Disney MCU would do.
They all have like powers and rings.
So should we wrap or should we keep going?
No, it's time.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Yeah, that's true. So let's do it. Top score. Give me some final thoughts, man.
I finally got to do a new video.
Yay!
Hint. I don't know what's gonna go. I it just got uploaded. I don't know when it's actually gonna premiere because we got a lot of stuff coming up. So hit the like, subscribe, do all that stuff. I don't know if can you like and subscribe on Twitch? Well, you can subscribe probably.
You can like.
I don't understand this new technology. Weird.
You say you uploaded it already?
I sent it to you.
Okay.
Which to me is uploading because I don't actually upload to YouTube.
Let me see here.
In the meantime, Jay, give us some final thoughts.
Yeah, I guess if I could figure it out, I'll be streaming some of my gameplay over on our Twitch channel in the future. So if you're into that, come check it out in the future.
Word. Moses Magnum, final thoughts.
R.I.P. Tim Sale. Hopefully not.
No, what? Come on, man.
But you heard it here first.
Oh, son of a...
Hey, I treat them like family. I do that for my family too.
Sounds like we got this covered.
For the entire Fantastic Forum, thank you all for hanging out with us. We do appreciate you. We'll be back next week. Until then, please go ahead, like, subscribe, leave some comments. Let us know what you like, what you didn't like. And, you know, we'll go ahead and see what we can change for you. We'll be back next week with the Fantastic Forum. Good night. Oh, sorry.